We've got reaction tonight to Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb signing a bill that bans gender-affirming care here in the state of Indiana. It's also National Peeps Day. We've got some works of art that we want to go ahead and share with you. And Felicia, I think we're all happy that the severe weather has left the state.
Yes, for a number of reasons. It hit some people really hard, and then for the rest of the folks, you just want some sun.
That's for sure.
Yeah, thankfully we're going to shut this thing down
That's
here.
That's
good. Not only for just a couple of days. I think we have a nice long stretch run, maybe
That's
a week
great.
or more. So, unfortunately, had another tornado today. Yep. Thankfully, it didn't do much damage. It was an EF0, only on the ground for 20 yards, 65-mile-per-hour wind. That was in Montgomery County. We did have pockets of wind damage. Broad Ripple got hit quite well. Look at some of these big trees that were toppled over. We had a cluster of wind reports from Hendricks County. A lot of damage, tree damage around Brownsburg. It could have been a lot worse, I will tell you that. Thankfully, the atmosphere not as unstable, and that saved us. Big time stuff down across the Ohio River. Louisville got hit hard earlier this evening. That little line that you see on the radar, that is the cold front. And you can feel the change outside. Last night at this time, we had dew points that were well into the 60s. You can feel the air drying out as this will be the last gasp of severe weather. And actually a good portion of the country is going to get a chance to quiet down here. And man, do we ever need it after last Friday. What we've had really over the last couple of weeks. So there goes the front, and this high is going to be sliding over. It is going to provide day after day of tranquil weather going into Easter weekend, which right now is looking absolutely fantastic. We are going to have some mid-high level clouds tomorrow. It's going to be cooler, but keep in mind it's early April. Not every day can be 75 to near 80 degrees.
Unfortunately.
Sorry, Felicia. We do want to jump ahead to Easter morning. It looks good. We're going to start out in the 40s and sunshine. We should make it up close to sun and 70 right now is the early call.
Wow.
That's my favorite kind of weather.
Oh my gosh,
and
that'll be great.
And Easter where you don't have to put on a snowsuit is a good Easter.
Always a good time.
Like I always remember getting the dresses, and then you'd be all ready because you know it's a new day.
Yeah,
and then you
got
got to
Easter
bundle
egg
up.
hunts and stuff. That'll be great.
So it is. It's going to be nice to quiet down. It really is. You know, I can't stress it enough.
Yeah.
The cleanup still continues here
for sure
from Friday. So this will be a nice stretch run for a lot of folks.
All right, we'll get back to Sean, talk a little bit more about the weekend forecast coming up in a moment. Felicia and I do want to talk about one of the big stories that we're covering for 13 News at 11. Logan Gay will be chasing down more reaction to the governor signing this controversial bill that we've been reporting on the news, Senate Bill 480, which bans transgender youth from getting gender-affirming medical care. This will take effect in July, and we got some reaction today. This ban basically, this bill bans doctors from providing hormones or puberty blockers to minors, even with parental consent. The ACLU immediately filed a lawsuit moments after the governor signed that bill today, and we did talk to some parents of transgender children and got their reaction for you.
The idea of her going through the wrong puberty is terrifying for her and terrifying for us. I have zero concern about the temporary pausing of puberty for my child, whereas I have so many concerns about her actually having to go through the incorrect puberty.
With our son, to purposely take that away from him and to force him back into very, very dark times, it's cruel and it's unbelievable that we're even having to fight this.
So here is the governor's statement tonight. Permanent gender changing surgeries with lifelong impacts and medically prescribed preparation for such a transition should occur as an adult, not as a minor. There has and will continue to be debate within the medical community about the best ways to provide physical and mental health care for adolescents who are struggling with their own gender identity. And it is important that we recognize and understand these struggles are real. With all of that in mind, I've decided to sign SB, which is Senate Bill 480 into law. So this has been a story that we've covered for many, many weeks. It got support in both the House and Senate, and Felicia, Governor signed it, and it will go into law beginning in July.
I think this was a tough one for a lot of folks because it's strong, very strong opinions on both sides.
For sure.
And that was something that the governor is certainly nodding to. I will say this is a part of the democratic process. I mean, unfortunately, it couldn't go both ways for all involved, but it was a lot of healthy debate surrounding that issue.
Right. Indiana joining 13 other states across the country with similar bills that will go into law. So again, Logan Gay will have more reaction for you tonight on 13 News at 11. All right. Who likes Peeps? Anybody?
No one raised their hand. Not
Anybody?
a single, not a
I don't.
single person.
I don't like Peeps.
Not a single person raised their hand to liking Peeps.
Sean, you like Peeps? Your kids? No, not at all.
My kids would love. We'd limit.
They would
sweets
love
at the
any
house.
candy.
But they trust me. If we put them in front of them, they would be gone.
All right, so you know the Peeps. I mean, these are the marshmallow treats that we all see around Easter time. So it appears as though none of us are real fans of them, but they do have sort of a cult following out there. I mean, there are people that will love them and love to have them around this time of year. So anyway, we want to go ahead and honor this National Peep Show by, it's National Peep Day. And we want to show you the Peep Show in Carroll County, Maryland. They've actually created works of art out of these Peeps. It's an annual event. Peeps aren't just the marshmallow treat. They are, in fact, works of art. And some creations only require a single peep. Others take thousands. Either way, Peeps are the stars of the show. Do we have any of this video right now?
Waiting video.
We have the Oranga Peep. He is a compilation of coffee shop peeps and yellow traditional peeps, some thrifted fern.
So there you go. So let's go ahead and just kind of admire some of these works of art from Carroll County, Maryland. These Peeps are the stars of the show, all for a good cause, because all of these Peeps and the
Oh, look,
art
Star Wars.
benefit the Carroll County Arts Council. So Peeps were something that my wife had in mind this week. She went ahead and designed something that I wanted to show you. So
really?
yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a peek at this display.
Oh, okay.
So there's Janae. So she created, she used Whoppers, robin eggs on the bottom, then used Peeps, and then filled this vase with tulips. And so neither one of us eat Peeps. Maybe the grandkids will when they show up on Sunday. But we put this, I mean, it was kind of nice. You know, I thought my wife did a great job with this.
This is about the only thing that Peeps should ever be used for. That right there, that was beautiful.
No, I can get down with the Whoppers. I can roll with
What
the
are
Whoppers.
those, like a jelly bean or
No.
like a?
Well, they look like a
Look like a jelly bean.
yeah.
It's kind of like
chocolate?
a wafer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can get down with those. They're not my favorite. But,
I think we all agree if you're gonna go off the deep end on calories
not doing
and
it on
sugar,
Peeps. We're not
you
doing
gotta
Peeps.
like really make it count.
You got to go all in.
You gotta go. I don't know what you gotta get, but you gotta go all in. You gotta get some Long's donuts or some Krispy Kreme.
Correct.
Make it worth your
Correct.
while.
So it does not appear as though we have many Peeps fans
Of course you don't.
joining us tonight.
We already know.
Mary is happy with the art, saying beautiful. I love
was
it.
beautiful.
Let's see. Tammy says Pepsi Peeps, even worse. We
I
heard
have
about
never
Pepsi
had those
Peeps.
and don't want to
I
have
haven't heard
them.
about
a word
that.
for that too.
Teresa mentioning to you they are malted, Felicia.
Ah, yes.
yes.
This
So,
sounds familiar.
yeah.
I guess I have had those.
Let's see. We've got Scott joining us, Teresa, Joyce from Versailles. Mary is with us tonight. Nicole saying yuck.
But see, the thing about Peeps is like, okay, it looks like it'll be good, squishy, sugary, it's colorful, and then
Yeah.
you just bite it, you're disappointed.
Yeah, I think
like,
you're right. And Jim joining us from sunny Arizona and says no Peeps here.
Ooh, sunny Arizona.
Yeah. So will we see any sun with these temperatures
Yeah, we will.
climbing?
We will. We'll
Okay,
have
good.
some sun. It's going to be kind of mixed with some mid-level clouds tomorrow, but the morning commute tomorrow compared to today, much, much better. We're not talking storms. It will be cool. You're going to have, I already told my kids when I went home for dinner, you're going to have to take a coat. You're going to have to wear a coat. And my son goes, well, can I wear shorts? I'm like, yeah, I'll let you decide that tomorrow
He's
morning.
already getting started. It's like these teenagers
Oh, yeah. He's
that
trying, man.
are wearing shorts.
It's not
trying.
cool to wear
In the
coats when you're a
cold.
kid, right?
I don't understand that. I'm from Chicago. You would be insane
Well, I
to walk
can't get him to put
outside
on
like
rain
that.
boots, so I give up on a lot
Yeah,
of things. But
no.
yeah, we got a long stretch run. Very tranquil stuff. Comes
Yeah.
at a good time too. Easter weekend looking spectacular.
Man, I'm so excited about that Easter forecast, Felicia. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's a
great.
good one. I mean, because we all know how Easter can go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so we'll get in more with Sean and his forecast and all of the day's stories when we see you over on Channel 13 at 11 o'clock in about 50 minutes. See you then. Good night.